and welcome to Minnesota 4-H 4 for 4 series. Here's how it works. 4-H youth, that's us, ask 4 questions in 4 minutes to 4-H alumni about life and finding a career that they love. My name is Noelle.
And my name is Abigail. Noelle and I are Minnesota 4-H state ambassadors, and today we are very fortunate to be joined by 2 Minnesota 4-H alumni. Debbie Kennedy is a lifelong leader and volunteer who is passionate about the arts, especially theater and textiles. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you.
Mark Kennedy has served in the U.S. House of Representatives and is a leader in business and higher education. Welcome to you, Mark.
It's so great to be with you, Noelle.
I get to ask the first question, which is for you, Mark. What sparked your interest in building a career around public service and leadership?
Well, for me, it's a 3-part answer. I happened to be named Kennedy and grew up in a time when there was a person with a similar name that was president of the United States. I was 6 when John died, 12, 13 when Bobby died. That inspiration was part of what got me into public service. But I'm also a 4th generation Minnesota public service. My great-grandfather was a county commissioner in Swift County, Minnesota back in the 1890s. My grandfather was a mayor of a little town called Murdoch there in Swift County. My dad was in the school board for 27 years. So there's a tradition of having public service be part of your career. And the third was when I was 10 years old, I went to visit a Pearl Harbor veteran uncle in Newport News, Virginia. And he took us to Williamsburg and Yorktown and Jamestown and one day to Washington. And those 3 experiences got in my mind early that public service was something I want to do. Debbie claims that I talked about running for Congress on our first day.
Wow, so you have a really deeply rooted career. That's pretty cool.
It is. And 4-H, we met as state 4-H ambassadors. Debbie won on her achievement award. I happened to be a candidate for president. Didn't win, which was great that I could still be an ambassador, but still had more time on my hands. But we're pleased to be a president at this point in our career.
All right. Debbie, our next question is for you. You're an accomplished artist, having work displayed at the Smithsonian and the Textile Museum in Washington, D.C. How did 4-H influence your artistic career?
Yes, it did. Starting back, I think about 1972, I was one of the first participants in the Minnesota State 4-H visual arts program. And our job at that time was to decorate the main floor of the State 4-H building. And at that point, I realized the world is open to me. There are opportunities out there I had no idea that I could participate in. So that really opened my eyes to the arts world. I spent a lot of time raising the kids, and they were in 4-H, of course. We have 4 adult children now, but I never stopped loving to create and to sew. And as part of a graduate degree, just in the last 10 years, I was able to have a poster displayed at the Smithsonian and do costumes, not only for the Minnesota State 4-H Performing Arts program a few years ago, but for professional plays in Washington, D.C. And that was really awesome. And all stemmed from that first experience.
And she has 2 positive reviews in the Washington Post of her costumes, which we can credit completely to 4-H.
That is so cool to be recognized like that.
Thank you. Ms. Mark likes to brag about me.
All right, Mark, our third question is for you. I think diplomats do pretty interesting work. I'm curious to know what skills from your 4-H years have been helpful as you work across differences or in complicated political situations.
It's vital. You know, when you think about 4-H, both Debbie and I came from rural counties. I came from Crow Wing County, and Debbie came from Clay County. And when you come to that big 4-H building for whatever gathering you're having, you typically have people from all over the state. And you have people from urban environments, suburban environments, very agricultural environments. You know, I came from a resort area, lots of different people. And you, first of all, learn to have courage to stick out your hand and say, hey, I'm Mark, I'm from Crow Wing County, who are you? And that's a skill that you absolutely need to get past that stage fright. My mother, the part of 4-H, she founded our 4-H club, which was the largest in the county. What she enjoyed the most was 4-Hers giving their first demonstration, having to go up in front of the club and give a demonstration on something. So being able to speak publicly is also something vitally important. But those people you're meeting from all over the state are different. They're very different. And learning how you engage with people that are different, learn from those differences, don't necessarily just reject those differences out of hand, are skills that all three of those, getting to get past your shyness, getting to public speak, getting to engage with people that are different from you, are all skills you get from 4-H, all skills that are vital in any career, certainly in a diplomatic career.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really amazing how what a skill set you can attain from all the 4-H opportunities that are provided.
Just take advantage of them. There are many there.
All right, thank you, Mark. Our last question is for you, Debbie. You've contributed a large portion of your life to volunteerism and community service. What advice do you have for youth who want to make an impact on important issues?
3 things: wake up, dress up, and show up. Let me explain those a little bit. Wake up to the opportunities around you, to see what kind of activities you can get involved with at where you are right now. Dress up. Of course, I'm a costume designer, so clothing is very important to me. Think about what you wear. What you wear in high school and junior high and senior high is not going to be the same what you wear in college or when you get a job. So always be thinking, am I dressing appropriately? And then show up means go beyond. It means go beyond what's the here and now and kind of reach out, push the edges, and see what's out there that's beyond what you just are doing now. Don't let people say no to you. When I was in high school, it was recommended to me that I take typing and shorthand. Does anybody know what shorthand is now? Probably not. But I wanted to go to college because of my 4-H experience. I knew that college was a cool thing, and I thought that's where I should be. So I pushed not only my family to let me go to college to figure out the finances, but my school counselor to also track me to college as opposed to typing and shorthand. And 4-H is what gave me that confidence to say to those people, say, I want to go to college. And once you have a college degree, high school degree is great, college degree is great, better yet. And then the doors are open up much wider to you. And from there, the sky's the limit. So I would just say, wake up, dress up, and show up.
That is such great advice, Debbie, and it's easy to remember too.
What we do every morning, right?
Yes. Well, we blew past our 4 minutes, but this was so interesting and insightful. Thank you to both of you for sharing parts of your story with us. We're so grateful to have alumni like you to support and encourage us as leaders.
Thank you very much.
Thank you both.
It was a pleasure.
Your career.
Yeah, thank you both. That's it for this edition of Minnesota 4-H 4 for 4. Have a great day.